My first teaching was in Cleveland, Ohio, inner city Cleveland, predominantly black school. This was in the time of neighborhood schools, and neighborhood schools, which I believe in to this day, but they tended to be black, white, because of limitations as to where black and white people could buy homes and could rent apartments. When I was teaching in Coloma, years, decades later, some of my students would say to me, and these are some of my white students, because Coloma was mostly white, and some of my white students would say to me, "Don't you hate white people because of the things that have been done to black people?" And I would tell them the story about Reverend Bruce Klunder. As a young teacher, I had the opportunity to participate in a demonstration for equality. And that was when the school board in Cleveland decided to construct a new elementary school a block away from an existing elementary school. There was an overcrowded condition in the black elementary school, and there were spaces available in the white elementary school in a white neighborhood. So the logical thing to do would be to bus those kids from an overcrowded situation into a situation where there was room. Well, the white parents in that neighborhood were up in arms because of that busing proposal. So the school board decided they'd build this school on the next block. Now, the architectural plans were such that you open the front door and you're on the sidewalk. There's no playground. What elementary school do you know of that doesn't have a playground? So my department chairman, and I'll never forget his name, Dr. Mandel, a Jewish man, organized some demonstrators to go out and join the picket line. And we young teachers, some of us, went along. Now, on that picket line were people from other areas. Reverend Bruce Klunder. He was a young Presbyterian minister, had two young children, one son and one daughter. I didn't know him before the picket line. We were picketing about not building this structure. The school board held off for a while, and then they thought, no, we're not going to have these picket lines stop us. So they ordered the earth movers to go in and start digging the foundation. Reverend Klunder and I laid down behind the tractor. There were other picketers laid in front of the tractor. The driver didn't mean to do any harm to anybody, and to avoid the people in the front, he backed the tractor up, the earth mover up, and it rolled over Reverend Klunder and crushed him. I rolled into the side because I was that close. I tell my students, I told them then, and I tell people to this day, Reverend Klunder died for you. He died for me. I'm going to hate white people. He was white. The man on the earth mover happened to be white. People in the demonstration pulled him out of that tractor and probably would have killed him. But some of us, I don't know how we did it. We got up and we surrounded that man and got him to safety. To this day, I don't know what his name is. But I was imbued, along with the other people, with Dr. King's philosophy of nonviolence. And we walked him to safety.